Those who do not improve will remain poor. Modified human beings will soon appear with unimaginably enhanced mental and physical abilities. The main advisor of the World Economic Forum, WEF, and creator of the Great Reset, Yuval Harari, caused great concern with his new statements in which he revealed that modified human beings will soon appear. Genetic engineering, along with implants and the use of robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and artificial intelligence, are planned to be used to modify human beings who will now have unimaginably enhanced mental and physical capabilities, he said. Harari says that the problem will be that not everyone will have access to them, subconsciously creating the anxiety that whoever is left behind will become inferior, as they will not be physically upgraded like the rest. This is what he said specifically. We are approaching a point in history where it will be increasingly likely that economic differences will translate into actual biological differences, which earlier in history was true to some extent, like the rich had better food, therefore grew taller and had other advantages, but essentially they remained the same human beings. But one of the dangers we face now with new technology is that if we don't make sure that everyone benefits, then perhaps the greatest inequality of time will emerge because of these new technologies. This is clearly a very big risk, he said. In another of his interventions, among other things, he said, there's been this debate for thousands of years about what people really are. Is it an immaterial soul or immaterial spirit or corporeal beings, corporeal entities? And this was a major philosophical topic of discussion. In ancient Christianity, this discussion that Jesus and the first Christians, influenced by Jewish traditions, believed very strongly that people are bodies, and for this reason Christ is resurrected in the body. He was resurrected in the body, and when Christ initially speaks about the kingdom of heaven, he means the kingdom of heaven on earth. But over time, under the influence of Platonic philosophy in particular, Christianity moved away from this view of humans as corporeal and placed more and more emphasis on the immaterial soul or spirit. When you die, you do not return into the body, but your soul is freed from the material body and goes not to the realm on earth, but to heaven, which is a completely immaterial realm. Thus, the Christian fantasy became a disconnect completely from the body. Of course, here, Yuval Harari is not Christian, so this is his philosophy, but I don't agree with it. But I'm just letting you know what's on this article. Let's say, he says, you have a teenager or a person of any age sitting at home, never leaving the house, in front of a screen, maybe with 3D glasses or something, living their life online. In a way, they implement the Platonic idea of disconnecting the soul or spirit from the body. The metaverse is just that. It's the idea of creating an immaterial realm which consists entirely of data. There's no biology or physics as we know them there. Superpower? The Industrial Revolution created enormous wealth for the Rockefellers, Carnegies, and other barons, but also enormous poverty for millions of people who were forced to leave the countryside and work in squalid conditions in factories in the cities. The result was what Benjamin Disraeli called two nations, the rich and the poor, between whom there was no point of contact. The information technology revolution was multidynamic. It has created enormous wealth for the Gates, Bezos, and Zuckerbergs, and exoplanetary inequality, digital, is more explosive. Beyond military security and the economy, a third world order is emerging that will soon be more influential than others, the digital one. The game is changing significantly, however, as for the first time in this new order of things, the dominant actors will not be governments but technology companies, urges U.S. political scientist Ian Bremmer. In other words, we have the hard power, army currency, the soft power, culture, universities, and the smart power, an intelligent combination of the two that we are aware of. They change the content. In security, he continues, we have a unipolar order. The U.S. dominates militarily, but in the economy it is multipolar. The third class matters because it can change economies, relative power, social relations, politics, education, science, how we think and create, perhaps even how we perceive our place in the world. In what world? a competitive Dr. Faust or End of the Democracy. Israeli historian Yuval Noah Harari argues that democracy is a debate, and debates are based on language. When AI hacks language, it could destroy our ability to have meaningful conversations, thereby destroying democracy. In the meantime, we're doing what we can. And this is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.